Well, folks, having fought against Nancy Pelosi's gun control agenda all year, it is great for gun owners like you and I to get a big win. And we're here to talk about that win today. And thank you for all of your activism that helped make this possible. Aaron Dorr here with the Missouri Firearms Coalition. You guys know that we talked about all fall, we've talked about H.R. 4350. This is the National Defense Authorization Act. It's the budget bill for the military for the next fiscal year. It's a must-pass bill for obvious reasons. Nancy Pelosi knows that, and so when this bill first passed out of the House in late September, Pelosi stuck red flag gun seizures into this language. And so had that version passed into law, our military members could be hit by a red flag accusation anytime. Maybe it came from an angry ex-spouse. Maybe it comes from a former girlfriend, a former boyfriend. Lots of people could file these orders. And as you know, the hearing on these red flags happens in secret. So if you're the guy or the gal in the military who's being accused of something, you would never even know that you're under attack until after a military judge says, yeah, I don't want this person to be armed anymore, even though he's never been convicted of a crime or even charged with a crime. We're going to take away his or her guns. And of course, for a military member, losing your guns may very often mean you lose your entire career. Pelosi wants to do this for all of us across the country, but she began by doing this in our military. Now, that wasn't a huge surprise because Nancy Pelosi is an America-hating socialist nut who wants to crush our entire country. What was a surprise, though, was to see Republicans like Ann Wagner and Vicky Hartzler and Sam Graves and Billy Long and others support this trash. That was a surprise for gun owners. And we told you guys about that the moment it happened, and we asked you to make phone calls, send them emails, and make sure they heard from you this was not acceptable behavior. And we're really happy to report that the final version of this language was passed just a couple of days ago. And the final version of the NDAA does not include any red flag gun seizure legislation in it at all. So huge shout out to gun owners. You guys did this, put a lot of pressure on Republicans in D.C. in particular. And the new version of the bill, which is S1605, it's changed numbers. It's S1605. Is free of red flag gun seizure legislation. And again, major shout out to gun owners. You know, our sources on Capitol Hill told us that within hours of this initial vote happening in September, House Republicans convened an emergency meeting where they basically said, holy crap, we stepped in it. What have we done? Why have we aided Nancy Pelosi in passing red flag gun seizures? And my only reaction was, well, you think? Like, how dumb could you be? How dumb could you be? But folks, they felt the heat because gun owners, in this case, Missouri Firearms Coalition members, put the pressure on them and made sure they understood this behavior is not going to fly here in Missouri. So I just want you guys to know that sometimes you may ask yourself, is the activism worth it? Do my phone calls matter? Do these emails matter? Do my petitions matter? This is just one more example, folks, where you can say, absolutely, they heard from you, they were afraid, and the Republicans made sure they held the line, and we fixed this problem once and for all. But that's not the only thing. Your activism helped us pass SEPA law this year, and we all know what a huge deal that is. And so, folks, I just want to encourage you again to maintain the fight, hold the line. We are winning these fights day by day, inch by inch. If you're not yet a member, folks, now is the time to get involved. Go to joinmofc.com and get signed up. If you are a member and you have not renewed your support for 2022, running out of time, guys. Take action today. Renew your membership. We have huge fights on the line next session in Jeff City. We have to fix our stand your ground law. We all know that it's weak, it's porous, and it allows Kim Gardner and people like her ilk to attack gun owners. We have to fix that. We have to also defend SEPA from the moderates who are now talking about trying to repeal portions of it next year. So we have major fights on the horizon. Get involved today. Join MOFC.com and renew your membership if you haven't already done so. We'll keep you guys informed. Thank you for all of your activism this year. Much more to come next year. Take care.